This is Three Beards Media. Real talk, no filters, no scripts. From sports to culture, we say what others won't. Turn it up, lock in, because it all starts right now. Live from the AKC Andrew Downs Studios and powered by Revelton Distilling Company.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler. What up? It is the amazing T-Bird, your host, co-host with the most, and it's off panel, off topic, live from Central Iowa in a bunker. I just walked in front of it was just like a guy who walked in, didn't get here early enough to get his popcorn. Jake Williams.
Because I had to rearrange the set and everything. So, yeah, my bad. Whatever, man. Whatever.
I mean, seriously, man.
So, here we are.
What's up, man? How you doing? You having a good day?
Once again,
Mhm.
I can't hear shit.
Well, you can hear me because I'm talking to you. We're not
Yeah.
separated by glass, so I don't know why you needed your headphones, but I got mine on because
I can't hear
cooler than
anything
ever.
else. If it's, forget it.
Okay.
I've explained it several times, but forget it. Anyway,
Do we have sound clips?
no, we've got nothing. Nothing has been prepared. Nothing.
I'm saying, like, what else do we have besides our voices that you need to hear?
Anything, maybe if something came through, for a chat or something, because we're live. Unless you want to do it.
Do what?
I don't know.
What are you?
I lost the bit halfway, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to ride this out.
Just gonna ride this motherfucker out. Wow. Look at that awesome camera. It is an awesome camera. We have a new camera.
Yeah.
We're experimenting with different ways to look. Chris Shipley, the dopest.
Yeah.
That's what we say
So
in the
big
online
thanks.
music community, the indie music community, is that you're the dopest and the illest.
So, yeah, Tyler, you'll be in charge of looking at the chats if they come through. And
Yeah, I'll be right on that.
managing the live.
Manage live.
So, it is going to be...
In person.
Just I'm frustrated with you right out the gate. Just what is wrong?
You're just mad at my mustache. Sweet summer mustache.
This week is mostly going to be Supergirl and X-Men 97. We do have a few books that we're going to be covering. I got my custom-made Space Ghost action figure on top of the comics, but we got a couple Absolute books. So you can see there, Absolute Green Arrow, and some others, but we won't go through that stack just yet. I guess we would have the soundboard for Longbox if it were working. We can honestly, we got a lot to get through. We could kind of go over. Do we really need to do a Longbox since we're doing Supergirl? We're doing 3 episodes of X-Men 97, and we're doing 4 books.
If we remember to do the long boxes next week that we chose for this week, then I will consider letting go of the long box.
Well, we'll just have one episode. Here's the thing.
One fucking time. You've already destroyed what's in my mouth. Now we
can do it, but that's a separate thing. Because
everybody watches like,
I don't want any of that ASMR nonsense. Why is every voice in my head that voice? I don't know.
Hey, man. Did I tell you about the time I was driving?
The Allman Brothers?
I was driving to Indiana. No. Sorry. I was driving.
Sorry, I bumped.
I was on a road trip somewhere, and I went into a gas station, and I was joking with a guy, and I did my default, like, yeah, whatever, man. And that's exactly the way that guy talked. and I had to stop myself halfway through, and I'm like, I'm about to get killed.
He might find he will hurt.
What the fuck did you just say?
Is everything sounding good, by the way?
It sounds good to me.
Okay.
But I'm also can't be trusted. Make sure you play.
Well, I don't have my headphones weren't working. I don't know what's going on with my headphones.
My headphones aren't working. What do I do?
But yeah, we're gonna be talking a lot.
I'm gonna text Chris Shipley.
A lot about mostly about Supergirl, mostly X-Men 97. So
yeah,
because of that, yeah, I'm fine sliding that over to next week. Plus, once we get the whole soundboard thing,
I just want to make sure that we go, because we had like the most complete long box ever in the history of long box. It ran the gamut from dystopia to motherfucking butterflies, dude.
Well, and I might watch that. I'm
that's the spectrum.
Trying to convince my wife. She's mad at me because I watched it without her.
Butterflies?
So I'm trying to watch it again because it's a movie that I want to watch again. So yeah, we're not doing it this week though. Instead, we're just gonna cover those things. So we can just jump right into it here. And because we got this new format, Tyler,
yes,
I made some graphics for us. For the video, for the live audience and the people that watch the VODs. Actually, you know what? It is on Spotify as well. We also have video there too.
Are we live on video on Spotify?
I don't know. I don't know how to pull this into the. Is it?
Are we live on Spotify? Oh, okay. So I got it. Hang on.
Do you have it?
Look at this.
Can you do it? There we go. Yeah. So we are kind of oversized. I should have readjusted that. But anyway.
Graphics and shit. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
We got to, well, I didn't know the dimensions, so I messed it up. It's just a giant Millie Alcock looking at shit. Alcock?
Hey, let's start.
Alcock. Let's get that out of the gauge. She is fantastic in this movie.
Yeah.
But, what are you doing?
Keep going.
You're doing very distracting, but she is the best thing about the movie. She does a great job of carrying this thing. And before we, how do I want to address this? Because before we even get into the whole discussion of this movie, I think we have to talk about what you keep getting texts from him. I don't know what.
I just wanted to make sure that we could I think we could do this a little bit. Okay.
It's because of the image.
And we could
it was fine before that.
Should I remove the image?
It's fine. Okay. I just wanted to add
but we can shift a little bit so we're looking.
You can move it back to just the two shot if you want. It's up to you. It looks fine without it.
We have commercials to play as well, so we
Why do you gotta you're always interrupting the flow, man? Because you got your phone out and you keep staring at
it. So,
excuse me, it drives me crazy.
The first thing we have to talk about is,
I'm joking,
invalid opinions. And
bad faith.
We talked about this out. Yep, we talked about this out on the in the parking lot after the movie. Great example. Ted Cruz right now is trying to convince everybody that socialist Mamdani is doing the 78 everybody's done 78 degrees, including Texas, your own home state, and you were acting in bad faith, so fuck you, dude. Megyn Kelly decided to say that Millie Alcock is an abomination, I believe. Hey, Megan, eat shit.
She also said that she was pretty much okay with the whole stuff that with Epstein and everything. So yeah, fuck Megyn Kelly.
Dude, yeah, no, that fucking piece of shit is human garbage, and I have no problem saying it whatsoever.
Yeah,
because I don't do or say nearly 0.0001% of the thing. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm just none of what
she said. Oh my god, we're not even getting into that because she said some really racist shit recently. Anyway, so yeah, you can put it back just to us. But
there's a thing about invalid opinions. Okay, now
and bad faith and just how. So yeah, let's talk about that because
the reason why I'm bringing it up,
I know, and yeah, that's yeah. Say your piece because
go ahead.
I know where you're going.
I had a way to go here. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because, I had a discussion with somebody, and we were talking about the whole James Gunn thing, and you know how I have an issue with James Gunn, and I felt like my opinion about not liking James Gunn wasn't being validated or looked at correctly, because it was like, well, James Gunn is awesome, so you obviously have to be wrong, and that my opinion about him and what he does is dismissed out of hand often because most people love James Gunn. Now, James Gunn only executive produced this, I guess, but he did greenlight the script and right.
Well, and I'm not gonna say, there's people that have made
this has a happy ending for James Gunn.
No, but I will say I think there is some valid criticisms where there's some people that say
sure
that this feels like, is it Gillespie?
Craig
Right?
Gillespie.
Say it again.
Gillespie.
Look at the camera like I did it. It definitely looks like he's trying to channel James Gunn, and I feel like that hurts the movie. And we'll talk about it there. But to keep in the topic of this movie and bad faith, and I there are some Variety. I don't know who at Variety is so upset at James Gunn or Warner Brothers or DC or whatever, because their coverage, the coverage of that movie has been weird, almost incel level. And I think there's some valid criticisms on it. The fact that it is a flop, it didn't make a lot of money. I don't know what caused it to do that. I think that maybe they're like,
review bombing didn't help, and that was
not the get woke go broke thing, because we know that's not true, because there's quote unquote woke movies that have made billions of dollars. That's not the issue. There's multiple things, but
also, can I stress for the viewing and listening audience, if your government wants you asleep, you should want to be awake. So why do you think woke is a bad thing?
Woke was always meant to be like, oh, you're aware of the bullshit.
Oh, so you're one of those people who isn't gonna fucking put your goddamn head down and do what we tell you to do. Oh, fuck. Oh, you must be woke.
And the treatment, and there's also another thing to say too. The treatment, like what kills me about this is these fucking losers make up of this lie. They're like, oh, we just want strong female characters. They get it, like, not girl bossy. She's not girl bossy in this. She's a strong character, but they still hate it because they'll find one. They have to dig through all these fucking red carpet interviews.
Oh yeah.
To find the one statement that they can latch onto to bitch about, to create a narrative to hate a movie, and it's
free Palestine, and that Israel is committing a genocide in Gaza,
and like there's just there's just so many things. And somebody just asked a silly pride question about Supergirl, and they latched onto that.
Oh yeah, she said that she was probably swings both ways, and
who cares?
Yeah.
They're not real people.
Yeah.
1, 2, if they are real people, why do you care that much about their sex life?
Yes.
3,
we should
stop being weird.
I did the yes.
See, we don't need it. You got it right there.
Yes.
Yeah. Stop being weird. That's mostly what I'm trying to say.
I could write a book about what you don't know. Stay tuned, and you will hear that.
I said this to you going into the movie and coming out of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think you and I might have we're probably going to have some differing opinions on it. But my whole thing was,
I think your opinion
sucks. The coverage of this movie has been
awful,
unbelievably negative
shit
for a movie where you might not have enjoyed it as much as I did, but even you would say isn't nearly the worst DC movie, isn't even that bad of a movie. It might not. it's frustrating because it's like I said, I had a conversation with someone about this where I was like, I am so sick and tired of this bullshit double standard of female-led movies where they have to be groundbreaking movies, they have to be billion-dollar movies, they have to do all these things, and then when they don't succeed, just like all of the white male-led movies that flop all the fucking time.
Yeah.
But still, because it's this era that we're in, it's this, and now everybody is fucking saying, "Oh, DCU is dead after one flop."
First of all,
how many flops has the MCU had? Quite a bit at this point.
Let's talk about the Taylor Swift syndrome, which is people who hate on Taylor Swift, and fuck you if you do, because she's fucking awesome. But people that hate on Taylor Swift are like, she writes all these songs about breakups and old boyfriends and ex-boyfriends and. What do you think fucking guys write about? There's a song called Rosanna. And there's one right off the top of my head.
Well, I'm going to name all the ones that Christine 16, 17. I'm just talking about.
That's fucked up, dude.
I'm just saying those are just male written songs about underage girls. I'm just saying. And we were totally okay with that for some reason. And got a radio play and
that one
weird.
Dude.
Anyway.
No, but what I'm saying is,
being said,
because of that type of syndrome, like if you're already starting from a place, if you're a woman or a person of color, you're already starting from a place because of these fucking right-wing douchebag fuckfaces who are somehow getting money from somewhere to be able to not have to work a real fucking job and do this bullshit and just ruin shit for everybody. But because of these fucking assholes, they're already starting from a place of like, okay, I saw Sinners finally. Sinners is fucking badass. All right, take all that bullshit away, and it is a badass movie. But these right-wing assholes have to add a bunch of shit to it, and then they start calling into question, all these different things. It's like, just enjoy the fucking good movie. Yeah. Now, Supergirl is not Sinners by any means. It's about half that. Is it a shitty movie? Not really.
They're not. Yeah, they're different.
I'm glad I saw it in the theater, but I'm just saying, like,
it's a
woman-led movie. And because Sinners was was Ryan Coogler and non-white, like I was saying, already starting from a place of like, fuck, we're like way back here because
and a predominantly black cast, black-led,
which was awesome.
Yeah,
have you seen the movie? It's great.
Anyway.
So, Supergirl, I will say before we get into spoiler territory, I give it a overall grade of a C.
Also, can we?
But I have reasons, and none of them have to do with the fact that Millie Alcock is not attractive. Because, boom, yeah, she is. Duh. Are you stupid?
I just.
Sure.
Okay, so
I'd rather look at her than us.
All that being said, that's where you got frustrated because you're trying to be like, how can I explain this? How can I have, because you do kind of feel like you're in a corner where you're like, hey, I'm coming from this angle of I'm not a shitbag person and I don't care about, or like, I'm fine with women leading in movies and all these other things. This shit, I'm trying to do this on just good faith, what this movie was and why I didn't like it. Which is why
we went through all that crap before we get to spoilers, because the reasons I have for not liking them.
So now I think this is a similar, I want to have this conversation again because I feel like we're going to have this conversation as long as the DCU exists and what's going on with James Gunn and all that. I think, and this, I don't want to come off this way, but I think it's true. I think there's a weird dynamic between you and I in terms of bias, where I think that I am generally nicer, or maybe kinder would be the word, to these movies than you will be, or you are right now.
Quite possibly.
Because, but I also, and this is the conversation you and I had out of the theater, because we had a pretty a pretty decent conversation in the parking lot after that we saw it. And I think, I don't know.
I was just checking if you could see the private chat.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we had a very elaborate, like a very good conversation in the parking lot. And I think that there are some things like, this is so hard to talk about this movie because I see where your criticisms are coming from,
Mhm.
and you can kind of delve into them here if you want.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that your criticisms are invalid, or maybe that I even disagree with your criticisms.
Mhm.
I just, and you and I think I said this in the parking lot. I think this is where you kind of see the difference in taste and the difference of things, where it's like, I love the DC universe so much,
Mhm.
and I am so excited about what they're going to do with Man of Tomorrow and all that other things.
Yeah.
I think my optimism maybe overlooks some of the shortcomings of this movie, because
Sure.
I'm not here to say the movie's perfect. I think the movie has its flaws, but I remember texting some friends and I said it has its flaws, but I still enjoyed it a lot. So
Yeah.
I would give it a B. I would put it a higher than a C. I would put it a B, maybe a B minus.
Okay, so we are in spoiler. You know how you say, like, are we in the trust tree? We're in the spoiler tree. We should make a graphic for that at some point.
Pizza
Anyway.
time, baby.
Pizza. Did I say pizza? No, spoiler tree.
I know.
Yeah, it's a tree house where
You're
we talk about
yes,
spoilers.
if you haven't seen the movie, hey, come back and watch the VOD. You know, maybe listen to it later on Spotify or whatever.
Give it 15 minutes at least.
It's
If you're gonna go away,
if you're
and then
watching
come
this
back,
live, thank you for being here. But you're gonna get spoiled. Just letting you know.
you're gonna get spoiled with like a
s-
bunch of gifts and
Yeah.
no,
I think
that-
yeah.
not that kind of spoiler. The reason why I don't have I didn't give it above a C is because it felt like every so often, hey, Supergirl is powered down and now she's not, but then she will be just in time.
Yeah. Okay. There are, and you and I talked about this as well. This is why if we're going to compare just Superman and Supergirl, I think both of us would say Superman's better.
Yes.
And put Superman above Supergirl.
Yes.
One of the reasons is I think James Gunn handles depowering Superman better. Now, does he have to cheat a little bit and use and you just have to with Superman by using Ultraman, using the clone thing. You have to do that with Superman. You just have to make someone at his level. That's But the having to fly him into the atmosphere to kill the nanites that were in his lungs,
that was cool.
and doing that and just having I think handled depowering Superman a heck of a lot better than this movie does. I think this movie, correct me, and people can correct me wrong in the chat and maybe later, but like if I remember correctly, Metamorpho had to make kryptonite to be used because that's how rare of a mineral it is. And that's just, and I understand that's on Earth, but that's on Earth how rare it is, right? So wouldn't it be super fucking rare to have that out in space somewhere that the villain could just concoct that shit and by the third act of this
you
movie?
have darts.
Yeah.
The fuck did you get Kryptonian darts?
And the reason, and you know what? I could have almost forgiven that if right before that sequence we didn't have the stupid ass green sun moment.
Oh my fucking god!
Because you know what? Look, hey, no. Here, listen, because I think you're probably on the same boat I am. So let me reel you back in.
I turned to you in the theater.
Come on, man. I know. We'll talk about this.
We did hold hands. You got a problem?
Did you catch the graphic when they landed on that planet? Because before you said anything,
the name of the planet.
Because whenever they land on planets, they have little subtitles that tell you what sun it has. So when they land, it says green and yellow. So hold on. So when that happened, I knew that they were going to bring in a yellow sun and they were going to save her. So then I was like, then why even do it? Because you're going to introduce the green sun thing, right? And have all this. And
is it a kryptonite?
So yeah, go ahead. Yeah, tell that story. Tell the story of that moment. Because she's on this planet that orbits between two suns, a yellow and a green one.
And I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. I'm pretty sure even if you are like, okay, if it's a cloudy day, that doesn't mean you're not getting UV radiation. So if you're in a cave and the green sun happens to move just out of the way, and then the yellow sun comes in, give me a fucking break, okay?
Okay. And another thing. Time out. The fucking bad guys, the brigadines, or whatever the fuck they are.
The brigand fucking dunes, man.
Whatever the piercing guys,
the dudes. The fucking army dude.
The tattoo artist.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. You ever seen that movie?
These guys who look like they work in a tattoo parlor or whatever in space. These guys who are, by the way, great way to make them villains. They traffic women. They traffic children. So automatically you fucking hate these pieces of shit.
Yeah.
So good job. They're very easy to hate villains.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that a Jesse?
Yeah,
They're
easy to hate,
man. Right.
Oh yeah, right.
Are you ready for pain?
Yeah, but so my whole thing is like, why wouldn't they think to be like, oh yeah, there's this orbits the yellow sun, so we need to get the fuck off this planet before the yellow sun shows up, so she's gonna kick the and because she's gonna beat the shit out of us. Why didn't it? Okay,
Yeah, the villains are
okay, but if you would, I'm shouting. If you would have kept it just being the green sun and having that, I would have been fine with it, and and not okay. If it's a green sun thing where they had to get out, like it's like it could be like a really cool survival thing where they need to get in and get out as fast as they can.
Sure,
but you have to just have because I'll accept the green sun because we're in the world of red and yellow suns. Who gives a shit? I'll accept the comic book nature of that because I love comic books.
Sure,
but to just immediately take that decision away and throw in a yellow sun for the fucking third act of this, and so that frustrates. I get that criticism, and that frustrated me.
I turned to him in the theater.
Yeah.
They showed her like 4 times in the fucking cave, man. And she's
I'm dying
and then came
Which-
down. And of course,
Or
how much time was left on her watch when she got back to Crypto? Like 29 minutes. Hey, that's not how fucking poison works, okay?
I don't care.
At a certain
Who cares?
I guess.
It's the MacGuffin. You gotta, yeah. I know.
But that just made me
I
mad
agree
because it was
with
like you have 3 days, and of course you're gonna take all 3 fucking
that didn't bother me.
goddamn
Of course,
days.
it's a movie. It's a movie, Jerry.
Yeah, it's a movie.
It's a movie, Terry. Longtime fans will know who Terry is. I don't know who he is. He's a loser.
It's a. Do you think this fucking movie can handle that kind of infrastructure, Terry? You want to put a green sun and a fucking yellow sun,
Okay.
Terry?
okay. And the
Get out of my
the frustrating
warehouse.
thing about that is because I think this is probably the third time in the movie that she gets depowered,
Yes.
and
And then she gets her powers back just in
her
time.
landing on planets with red suns and then going on to ones with yellow suns. I don't mind that depowering thing, whatever. But the green sun thing, okay, fine. If it's used quickly to get through one section or whatever. But to do that whole thing, have the yellow sun come back, and then do it again of depowering her. Not maybe 10 minutes?
God.
Because she shows up for her big heroic moment. She takes out a few dudes, and then lands, goes to fight the big bad. Who's like Kroll,
Krem
Krem of the hill, Krem of the hill,
nothing villain.
and he shoots her with the fucking kryptonite dart. So now she's depowered.
Like 4 of them. He's got
again.
like 4 of them. Somehow he's got
So
enough
she's about to
kryptonite.
die, and then Lobo shows up. But yeah, all that stuff. But and I got to be honest with you, I have not read Woman of Tomorrow. I've been
Me
meaning
neither.
to do that. But if you are someone that loved that comic and read that comic, I could see not enjoying this movie because it is a loose adaptation of that story.
I thought you had read it.
I had not read the whole thing. I'd read an issue
What
or
a
two.
lying mother.
No, I never said that, Jerry. Who's Jerry? I don't know.
He's around here somewhere. Kramer.
Giddy up. Anyway.
God, I wish we had the
Wow, that was not even close, Jake.
It's
I was trying to be. I don't want to get in trouble for copyright.
oh
They're gonna
shit.
be like that's too.
Yeah,
kilos,
YouTube is
dude.
cracking the fuck down. Do not.
So, but I will say this: I can understand maybe not enjoying it for that aspect, but let's be honest, a lot of these stories are just sharing like themes. They're not. These are adaptations. I mean, Captain America: Civil War is nothing like Civil War in the comics.
No.
Age of Ultron is nothing like it is in the comics. It's I would argue better. The movie is better than the comics, in my opinion.
Actually,
So that part didn't bother me as much as maybe some others, but I'm upset that like I think the things that let's talk about the things I enjoyed. Right. Let's talk about the highs.
Well, wait.
What?
My other criticisms. The villain was boring and uninspired, so I didn't give a shit.
Okay.
It has Lobo was on screen way too
little,
not enough.
Yes, he should have been the villain. I think.
Nah,
I kind of would have liked him to be the villain.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't have been I want to see an R-rated Lobo movie.
I do. Me too.
And
I told you I want Last Zarnian. I want that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My final criticism,
because that would be ridiculous.
Yeah. James Gunn, if you're watching, which I know you are, you're number 32.
I'll see you, James.
Just joined. Kevin Feige is 31. They're just checking us out.
James left
Great Lakes
now
Avengers, Kevin, and we will do the Lobo Last Zarnian movie.
Dude, we should do
Jason Momoa, 34. He just joined.
If you could do a DC team, what would it be? If you could do a DC team book. Like what would be the equivalent of the Great Lakes Avengers for you for DC?
Ooh.
Because I would feel like Doom Patrol, maybe?
Yeah. I don't know. The fucking HBO show did a really
good,
solid job.
Solid.
That's a good one. How about, I know this is crazy. How about an animated Captain Carrot and the Zoo Crew?
Turn the feed off. That was terrible. I can't sign off on that.
Okay, Challengers of the Unknown.
What about Justice League Dark?
What?
What about Justice League Dark, dude? Do something with Constantine and Deadman and Zatanna.
Dude, I can't wait for you to read The Dead Man.
Yeah.
Such a good book. Tune in next week to see us read.
You know that like forever we're getting way off. Sorry. Back to Supergirl.
Do I need to do this to us? Hey, this is what the fuck you guys are supposed to be talking about.
Well, let's talk about things that I liked. So the things that I really enjoyed, I really enjoyed the world building,
sure,
and the adding to what's going to be coming up. I feel it, and I think how they set things up. I think even though there aren't post-credit scenes, I think there's some things that they did in the Krypton sequences that are setting up what's going to happen. I know that James Gunn keeps saying that it's a villain that they're not prepared for or whatever. I think he's just doing some PR speak because I feel like it's going to be Brainiac. And I think having her city do exactly like it does in the comics really screams Brainiac to me. You know what I mean? And I think we're kind of going towards that. So like the flashback sequences I thought were really well done. And I liked how they were peppered in throughout the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that it does a really good job letting you see Krypton through the eyes of someone who actually experienced the traumatizing event.
And I do want to say, James Gunn, you said we wouldn't see Krypton explode, and you were a liar.
Hey, you just said it wouldn't happen in the Superman movie.
You were a liar.
He was talking about the Superman movie. He wasn't talking about they would never see Krypton.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
No, and I think, when I was talking to someone about it, I think going back to where I was like, I just think too many people hate this movie for the silliest things, because you and I had a fight about this where you and I were differing, where I'm like, another reason
we got Knives Out.
Another reason I enjoyed it, because while I still liked Superman, you could argue that Superman had too much shit going on. There was way too many characters, too many things are happening because you're trying to do the Superman movie, but you're trying to set up a universe and blah 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 blah.
Sure.
This movie is very character driven, and it is about a movie about a woman that is coming of age and also coming to terms with her own trauma of losing her planet, losing her family twice, essentially, and then going to this distant, and like she says, I don't have a home, Clark. Like I am just happy that we are getting such good, cool, interesting representation of the House of Vel. I like that we're getting that in the DC universe. And I love the fact that they're committed to building the DC universe off of Superman and off of these characters, because they should be. They're Kryptonians. But I know I kind of word vomited there. But I love that. I think Millie Alcock, and you can say this as well, she carries the fucking movie. She's amazing.
Yeah. Again, we started talking about this with invalid opinions. And look, let's be honest, there are some invalid opinions.
This movie has flaws. I've said it. This movie has flaws. There's reasons to not like
To
this movie.
come at me and say, as somebody who I know is never gonna fucking buy a goddamn probably movie ticket, much less a fucking superhero movie ticket. But Megyn Kelly, her big beef is that Millie Alcock is not pretty.
Oh.
Well, fuck you. You know, if you're gonna come at me with that shit, then I'm still gonna go see it because that's not a valid opinion on why a movie is bad.
Megyn Kelly says this while having plastic surgery and looking the way she does. You know, like, are we really doing this? Are we really gonna do this? Like, and again, like you said, it's just continuing this sexist bullshit.
Yeah.
Of she is not hot enough for me to jack off to, and it's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, fucking.
By the way, no one is putting a fucking gun to your head and saying you have to go see Supergirl. Nobody's saying that.
And the guys who fucking, when they have like realistic representations of women in video games, when they started doing that, and guys were all over the fucking internet like, oh, she's ugly.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Every time a game comes out and there's
that how you?
How many times we said on the show? It's the same shit. If a character doesn't have the biggest tit in the tiniest ways, then they're fucking disgusting. And it's like, shut the.
Look, Lobo called her tits at one point. Okay, is that not enough for you?
I say this.
Yes,
with my chest. Shut up.
With your chest.
Shut up. Also, you know the guy again. The men that say this haven't even probably been close to a vagina and lest be inside one.
Yeah.
So they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
Because women are beautiful in all shapes and sizes. Men are beautiful in all shapes and sizes. Shut up. Just shut up. And I will say, Jason Momoa fucking nailed it. But I do think the problem is,
Jason Momoa as
his
Lobo
shtick is like
rocking.
Jason Momoa, the person is just kind of Lobo, but like, you know, not a complete piece of shit like Lobo is. You know, Jason Momoa seems to be a good guy.
Well, Lobo has been depicted as a really, really bad person.
I mean, he killed his whole planet.
Yeah.
You and I gotta go. So I think he crushes this. He's fucking great. And you and I had this discussion. I wish he was in it more for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I understand it's Supergirl's movie, but I think when he is on the screen, I was like, you and I were like nudging each other, like we were like thinking, you know, I love that we read The Last Zarnian right before it because it was funny to be like, oh, he really fucking says bastage in this movie. He didn't say fragging.
No,
I'm a little annoyed.
He did say bastage,
He
and
said, nice job, tits. I was like, what?
That was funny. I didn't. Look,
Moa is charismatic.
When you're reading the word bastage, it's like, oh, and then you hear somebody say it. And look, Jason Momoa did a really, really good job. It is hard to be an actor and say an iconic line or word of a character that everybody's waiting for.
And a character that he himself wanted to play
and
for a long time.
And to not fuck it up.
Yeah, because you knew the character meant a lot to him. Like, he was so excited to play this character.
I'm not going to say that he failed because I don't think he was great. Failed.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
I'm talking about the word bastage.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say he failed because I don't think he failed. Do I think he could have done better? I don't know. I don't know if you can. Like, I think he did it the most non-cheesiest and corniest way that he could, and it was still kind of fucking corny.
Gotcha, you bastage. I just thought that shit was funny.
It was still cool though, because fucking Lobo's. One more criticism. I don't make like sets, and I don't make like vehicles, and I'm not, I don't work, doing those things. I don't know how much of Lobo's motorcycle, space cycle, hog, whatever, was practical, ran.
Yeah.
But I do know that if there was a way for like one of those custom guys, that they have on TV, like Pimp My Ride, whatever, give me a fucking like giant fucking cone that ends in the skull, like in the fucking last Zarn. Can you give me? it looked kind of like a pill with handlebars, and
was
then
a-
a skull on the front.
yeah.
It was like,
Well, I thought it was fine.
that's a minor criticism.
I gotta say that, like, I was thinking about his performance in general, and like when you're talking, like I think the bike looks fine. I think his design is great.
Yeah.
I think he looks perfectly like you would in a comic book.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that, again, it's just weird how perfect he was for this, and always was perfect for this, because dude is giggling like a child, but because it's Lobo, it works, because Lobo just loves to cause chaos. So when he's on the bridge swinging the hooks and slicing dudes up, he's just fucking giggling because he's having the time of his life.
Oh, when he's in the cage,
I'm shoveling popcorn, just eating this shit up.
He's in the cage and he's watching her get out and beat the crowd, and he's just
Ruby. I think Ruby is good. Or Ruthie? Is it Ruthie?
How many times do you have to be like, stay here? She's not going to stay there.
I think that actress did that.
No.
And that
the
is
writing
yes,
was the problem.
I
there.
know. I'm with you. What I was just going to say was
not the actress.
What I was about to say was, I think it's a shortcoming of how they wrote her character. I think she does the best she can with what she has, but that is one of the characters that kind of falls to the wayside. And I agree with you. The villain is kind of whatever. But
stupid.
It you know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of early MCU. It makes me think, and that's why maybe I'm not as hard as as other things. Is like, this feels like Incredible Hulk, maybe even Thor 2 kind of vibes of where they're still trying to get their footing. I think that James has a clear vision of what he's I said it like I know him. I was talking with James.
He's still watching.
Oh yeah. But like, James Gunn, I think, has a clear vision of what he wants to do with Superman.
Sure.
And how he's trying to get that whole part of the DCU to unfold. So I think everybody else is trying to get their footing. And I think the valid criticism of this movie, and where I think that is a criticism I have of this movie, it feels like it's trying too hard to be a James Gunn movie. And I feel like this movie loses its own voice. We got to talk about the needle drop. So the needle drop at the end, when Supergirl's fully powered up again, and she's ripping through, and it's slow-mo, and you were talking about how bad the CG looks. And
hair?
Well, just in the shit blowing up, then the clear green screen behind her, where it's like
a little bit.
But anyway,
it was
that song had the middle. It was a
level.
cover of The Middle by Jimmy Eat World, and people think that they hate it. People hate that needle drop. I thought it was cool. I liked it. For me, it worked for this scene because it's her just. It is finally the movie seeing it through Ruby or Ruthie's. I'm gonna fuck up her name. I'm sorry.
Sure.
But it's finally the movie seeing it through her eyes, seeing Supergirl at her strongest.
Sure.
And I think that's one of the cooler parts of the movie.
Okay.
However, probably could have chosen a better song.
But how many fucking trailers and commercials did we hear that fucking song? Don't you forget about me. Don't. And then
like a slower acoustic cover of that, maybe? Would you have done that?
It was.
No, I'm saying, would you have done that in that scenario? Or would you have just played the song
stop
itself?
it. Get every James Bond movie gets a really good artist to make an original song for that movie, and that original song is usually a hit.
Do you remember soundtracks? Remember when we used to have like original songs by
Mo-
artists? Yeah.
Last Action Hero,
Big Gun,
Boomerang,
Yeah.
Judgment Night.
No. And dude, you know what I speaking of channeling James Gunn, he also said the director of this also said that James Gunn was the one who pitched this song. So he was like, oh, he's throwing the blame on James Gunn. But
problem.
What I would have done is if you're
before.
gonna steal from James Gunn, steal from him what he did in Superman, because the biggest emotional beats in Superman is when he knew when to pump in that theme. And I wish Supergirl would have had her own distinct theme throughout this movie. So when she's ripping through and fucking dudes up, that playing over it would have been so cool and amazing.
Hello, James.
But instead we go for a needle drop. Because
is it because his name's James that he really likes the
It's not-
band Jimmy Eat World?
No, but because it's like, again, we have to fit into the, and James Gunn himself said he wanted directors to feel like they could have their own distinct movies and their own distinct things. I still think that's true because Clayface, in the grand scheme of things, who knows how that plays into any fucking thing in the DC, if at all. So I just think that the reason that why people like you who have legitimate problems with the movie, I think are that. I think because that movie struggles to find its identity. And I think that's kind of where we're going to leave it, right? I mean, is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, we do have to play ads, so I figure
that's where we take our break because we got a whole lot to talk about with X-Men 97.
More X-Men 97, but we are going to take about a 2-minute break. Play some commercials. Okay, so I think this will work just to...
In the heart of Des Moines, one name stands above the rest. Step inside, where tradition still matters. Warm, familiar, unmistakably Iowa, where every guest is welcomed like family. Service that's personal and never rushed. Fresh starts made daily. Iowa beef, hand-seasoned. Guided by fire, built on flavor. Served with pride. A bar as bold as the menu. Featuring the old-fashioned we're known for. A place that stays with you, long after the night ends. Iowa Beef Steakhouse, 1201 East Euclid Avenue, Des Moines. Steak, done right. Not every animal gets a fair shot, but that's exactly what Animal Lifeline of Iowa is here to change. Since 1986, they've been stepping in for the ones who need it most. Injured, abused, orphaned, and special needs cats and dogs across Iowa. This isn't just a shelter, it's a lifeline. As Central Iowa's only no-kill shelter dedicated to special needs animals, they provide life-saving care, rehabilitation, and the opportunity for every animal to find a forever home, no matter how long it takes. But here's the deal. They can only save as many lives as the community supports. So get involved. Donate online. Hit up the Animal Lifeline thrift store, where every purchase fuels their mission. Or, better yet, find your next best friend and adopt. Because every tail wag, every purr, starts with someone like you. Animal Lifeline of Iowa, where we provide much-needed TLC and a safe space until they find their home.
All right, we are back. Awesome sponsors.
I thought it'd look funny if I came in like that.
Just laying on your ass.
Yeah.
So next up, we have so the only thing I have here is this. Can you give me the X-Men?
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay, but you ever heard of a blade job? Oh yeah. Yeah, I snorted. What about it? So we are going to talk next about the 3-episode premiere of X-Men 97 season.
Right.
Huh?
Season 2. Yeah.
Dose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh yeah, right. You ever heard of a blade?
I dropped it in there for you.
Got it, man. I got it. Sweet. Check it out.
So this will probably be
Look at us with stuff.
Yeah. So X-Men 97 season 2. Look at that. I'm surprised. I had that from season 1. That border.
Really?
Yeah. I found it. I dug it out. I dug it out of the archives.
Yeah.
But
do we want to leave it on for a while?
yeah, leave it up there for a bit.
Yeah, we worked fucking hard on that show. I didn't.
Well, no, I had the board. I just placed the border on the other one. But
first things first,
sure.
we did not. The book that came out, the X-Men 97 book, is not an adaptation, as far as I can tell, because I don't really remember the book.
No, it's pretty close. I mean, it focuses more on like X Factor and X Force a little bit, but
I think it was an adaptation of episode 2, right?
Yeah. That's what it feels like. Yeah.
So honestly, I'm not gonna buy the fucking book anywhere.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Ugh.
First of all,
Do you know how many
there are
X-Men crossovers are coming up this year still in the books?
look, there are some times when you have moments of pride as a parent, and I'll be honest, he did not watch all of this because the violence is too much for a kid his age, so I don't let him watch it. But I let him see the one cool moment where like all the dudes got their shine.
Mhm.
And it was the moment in the first episode where they're trying to get Nathan to this character, and it's when they all finally like because they're in the future, they're in like the year 3096 or something like that, 3096, and like all of them get back together, and the fucking theme starts to kick in when they're all, and it's like, and my son is, and this, good on you, Marvel, you knew what you were doing, because somewhere along the line they're like, hey, this Avengers Doomsday movie is going to have a lot to do with Cyclops and James Marsden's Cyclops.
Sorry, I gotta plug in my computer.
Do you really? Right now?
Yeah.
I guess. So we're going to need a company synergy. So then, hey, NetEase, can you put in Cyclops to the game? Can we also add Cyclops to this Marvel fighting game? Oh, can we also put out X-Men 97 that also features a big storyline with Cyclops? It's like, I said it before on the show. Like, I think I said it before on the show. I'm here for the redemption arc of the character Cyclops, and we're finally getting some really cool adaptations that have existed in the comics for years. And this show is a great example, because like when we with these first 3 episodes, Wolverine's probably my favorite X-Man.
Yeah.
But this show does a really good job of making me root for this version of Cyclops. This, the leader of the X-Men, Cyclops.
Let's talk about
and he's from Nebraska. Anyway, just like Captain Kirk is from Iowa.
It's true. So let's go episode by episode, because I'll say this right now. Every episode so far, the 3 episodes we had, are phenomenal in their own ways. I almost didn't find a flaw. The animation is still top notch. But let's start with episode 1. Everybody's scattered across time. And so we're going to the future.
This is after the fight with Magneto.
Yep.
After he ripped out the adamantium from Wolverine, like their big fight, they go boom, spreading through time.
Forge goes forward in time to get everybody. By the way,
somebody mentioned
Bishop
this.
Goes in the back.
There's a reason there's a reason Forge is considered an Omega level mutant. That motherfucker made a time machine. He just made it because he's Forge, and he can do
Forge
that. He's badass. So yeah, him and Bishop.
I'll say this: Chris Claremont making up. I'm pretty sure he made up Forge, but what a no, not a MacGuffin, but what a like storytelling genius. Like, oh, we got this guy.
We have a character that can literally just.
That's his mutant power.
Can literally just be a Deus Ex Machina to get us out of anything.
Deus Machina. Yeah, that's what I meant.
So I love that. Okay, I love that Bishop is getting some shine and Forge are getting some shine. And
so Forge goes forward in time in episode 1, and we see everything that they're going through.
They meet up with the team that has Cyclops and Jean and Wolverine.
Yeah, and somebody else.
Beast.
No, Beast is in the back.
Beast is in Egypt with Professor X.
Yeah.
So it's Wolverine, Jean, Cyclops,
Morph,
younger Cable. So Nathan,
Morph.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so they're in the year 3096. They're in the far future.
So in the comics, it's revealed when he does have the adamantium ripped from his body that it helped maintain his mutation. And so I love how they gave an homage to the stupid ass 90s.
Oh, the weird cowl. Yes, I love that design.
Because they basically got rid of his nose in the comics. That's what they did. It was really stupid. Anyway, so I love how they
is
gave
this
that.
when he gets more like feral?
Yeah, because the adamantium
His
in the comics
mutation.
prevented his mutation from.
It's like a beast thing where he keeps mutating.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
His beast
Exactly.
mutates into like a cat man for a little bit.
Fucking exactly, man.
I read the books,
man. Anyway, so I really liked this episode because there were moments between Forge and Storm that were very honest, like representations of like people talking to each other. Like, he's like, well, I mean, look, this is because of the thing. And she's like, yeah, I'm not ever going to be responsible for telling a parent that they can't say goodbye to their child. Fuck you. And instead of the emotional maturity of Forge to say, in that moment, a lot of people would react the same way back. That's how humans are kind of built, right? Yeah. Obviously, there's mutants. But
we literally have a phrase of like matching.
They're still human.
We literally have a phrase about matching energy. Yeah, that's
right.
The thing. Yeah.
And what does he do? He has the emotional maturity to say, okay, wait. She has a point.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I'm just not good at parenting. It's a tough thing to follow. And that was right. That was the right thing to do, to say, I acknowledge what you're saying. And I'm also acknowledging that I'm maybe flawed in this area. And I need to do better.
So yeah, the main thing of the first episode is we're dealing with that team, that part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
So dude, and that first episode's ending was exactly how I felt watching the first episode when Cyclops jumps out of the jet and uses his concussive blasts to stay a free fall, pretty much.
Fuck yeah.
When fucking Storm goes up and summons a fucking solar flare.
Dude!
Solar storm.
Dude.
And that's how they rip through the time stream. Oh my God, dude. And then
fucking
like we need the power of the sun to power this time machine to get us back to our time.
And she's like, and they're like, yeah.
They're like,
and
Aurora,
like,
Aurora, you need to keep Aurora, Bubby. When someone asks if you're a god, you say yes. You're a god.
No, it's from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It's not.
You say yes.
I love the booby, but
I ad-libbed the booby. But anyway, they're pretty much like, Aurora, you're a god, pretty much, right? Like you're a goddess of thunder, essentially. And because in the comics, in the comics,
she is an Omega level mutant. And look, I know it was probably maybe we've shit on crossovers or whatever, but the Sins of Sinister crossover is crossover is so good because there's 3 rotating books and they switch for each 10 years, 100 years, and 1,000 years. And one of them is, I think, Storm and the X. It's Storm something, but she survives all the way to like the end of the fucking book. It's great. She's awesome.
The way that you said that, I'm sorry. Your delivery there definitely sounded like
whoever they got to do
Storm,
her voice.
Yeah, she's good.
Fucking top notch, because it sounds exactly like I would imagine Storm to sound.
Yeah. The cast across the board is great. And I love the fun that they're, because when we'll get to it when we get to it, but I think which episode was it where they mentioned it's from a people from a distant place in space or something? I thought there was a reference to the Starjammers is what they're doing.
Oh no, that's in the like the 3rd episode.
Yeah, but do you think that was a reference to the Starjammers?
I think it was the Celestials.
Ooh, okay, we'll get there. But before we get there, to wrap up episode 1,
yes,
that moment when I said proud parent. So I was behind and I'd fallen asleep, so I was trying to catch up. And my son got up early. He was watching his shows before, and I had a little bit of time before having to get ready for work. So, or before I had to take him in, and then I was like, oh, I can watch another episode before I have to go to work or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was finishing that first episode, and again, synergy. My son has never touched an X-Men comic. Doesn't even have an X-Men show to reference because, again, I still even think the original run from the 90s is probably still too advanced for his age.
Probably.
But he saw Cyclops on Marvel Rivals. I played with him a little bit on that game, and he's actually really fun. But because he saw it and liked it, much like Venom, he got latched on. He's like into it. So he was watching it at the end when she's summoning and he, God bless him, because of that game, he knows who Storm is. And he's like, whoa, because because him and I had the same reaction. When she summons the fucking Solar Storm.
I can't remember what she says, but it's so fucking cool.
She's talking to the sun, essentially. I mean, like, I need your power, pretty much.
The animation of, like, going across the surface of the fucking sun and shit, too, was just like, blew my fucking mind.
So that episode ends with them powering the machine to get back in time, and then Apocalypse saying, all right, they keep fucking with me throughout time. I'm gonna hit him in the 1990s.
Okay, so real quick,
that's how the first episode.
He's during during his regeneration period. He's in a city, and once you get through a barrier, like, you can't get out.
Yeah.
And they're trying to rescue Nathan, and so
the
whole sequence in the train is really fucking cool.
That wasn't that how they got through the gate? Was they used Storm to break through the gate, or no? She powered the machine.
She powered the ship
to take them back to their time. Yeah.
No, they got time slid by Nathan at the end.
Right.
Right.
Those 3 episodes, folks. You got to keep this stuff together.
No, the train sequence was really cool. And then they decided, fuck it, we're going to break through. And that's when he said, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going back to the 90s, which was so cool.
The 1990s. What?
It was like, can you do so much more in the 90s?
You texted me when you watched the episode, when you first watched it. Like, this is why, we said it the first season too. Like, this show is a great thing of, like, what we love so much about X-Men. Comic books in general, but X-Men comics.
Can I just say this? What was the age of whatever?
Age of Ultron? Age of Apocalypse? Age of Revelation. A lot of
I was trying to talk to my brother about it today, and I fucking forgot what it was called because it was so fucking
Revelation,
stupid.
the son of Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Which makes sense that there would be.
I was telling him about that one time. It's like the bullpen bulletins, and they have like the checklist of the books on the side. It's like the full page. And we were like, oh, and then you realize, oh my God, it's just the fucking X-Men books. Oh my God.
So episode 2.
I want Marvel to take all the X books and all the crossovers they got coming up this year and get rid of them and just do this. Once a month, this fucking show. Hire Bo DeMeo.
I don't know what that dude. He's in a weird post first season.
But isn't he like still the producer and shit?
I don't know, man.
Didn't he?
Well, I was my understanding
champion
is
a douchebag.
He had already written like an outline for season 2 before everything that happened.
That's right.
Anyway, episode 2.
Episode 2 was fucking cool as shit.
Had its moments, but for me, it was the weaker of the 3. I think I enjoyed 1 and 3 more. No, but don't get me wrong. Jubilee's moment to shine when the lights go out.
Oh, you like that, did you? Gotta ham it up for the live.
I guess the nuance just doesn't exist anymore.
No, we're in video.
You know what? Put Apocalypse back.
We gotta be gesticulating wildly.
Put Apocalypse back.
Hey, you!
Put Apocalypse back up. I'm sick of your shit. Put Apocalypse back up.
You can still see me gesticulating.
No, I know. Leave it. You know what? We'll save him for episode 3. Because
okay.
About him. Anyway.
Right.
So this episode focuses on again continuing the because
but the open is an X-Force open, dude. Come on,
that was pretty cool.
Come on,
that was pretty dope. Well, I'm not saying the episode's bad. I'm just saying I think I liked 1 and 3 more. That's all I'm saying. I think that I'm not as pulled into the X-Force stuff.
Oh,
Just because,
God damn it. Oh.
I don't know. I
All
just
of the fucking apocalypse shit and the shit that Simonson's made up, Walt and Louise in X Factor with Archangel and the original War, which was Abraham Lincoln Quiros.
I love okay.
Who is a
What I loved about that was when the fact that they went to Emma Frost, right, and they're talking to her, and then the fact that she fucking just double crosses him because she doesn't give a shit.
That's pretty.
And
cool.
then they're fighting each other, and then she shows Diamond for him to be like, and then there's
No,
like,
I liked
zones
how
back out
she
of it.
said something to Cable, and Jubilee's like, "Ew."
Which she pretty much was like, yeah, we could.
I want to make you
I would
bark.
something about like spanking him or tying him up or some shit because she says kinky shit like that. This is,
Well, Emma Frost is.
but no, dude, I enjoyed that episode. You keep taking it the wrong way. I love the whole showdown with X Factor and X Force, and I just in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, it would have been really funny if Cable was just a dick and just fucked with Havoc's head and been like, "Will you cut it out? I'm your nephew," because that's his uncle. Havoc's his uncle. And then I thought to myself, this is what's so cool. And this is why Scott's always been kind of the leader of the X-Men and been so important.
I like Jubilee's new look.
And the Summers family tree has so much like mutant, lineage and like
with the longer hair. And here, can we just say, by the way, that as a rule, mutations in families don't, at least in the comic books originally, don't follow a lot of genealogical lines. So in other words, if I'm a mutant, the chances that my kids are mutants are very low. So the Summers family is really fucking pushing that rule, dude.
Well,
hey, uncle is too. Hey, grandpa is too.
Scott,
hey, third cousin who works at the fucking gas station is too.
Does Scott? I forget Havoc's name, but do Havoc and Cyclops have the same dad?
Yeah,
the Starjammer.
Corsair.
Guess he was Starjamming their mom.
And I'm pretty sure Corsair is
You're not even going to address
mutant.
that at all.
What? And Cable is their
Did
kid.
you not hear me say?
I don't know if Havoc has a kid, but his girlfriend Polaris
the Starjammer
is
and their
a
mom
mutant.
joke.
And so if they have a baby, the chances of two mutants having a baby becoming a mutant are very, very, very low.
Stop.
But I'll bet you anything that if Havoc and Polaris,
who cares?
Why do you have to be a dick?
No, because it's like at the end of the day, it's all made up. You know that, right?
Right. Like, shut up, dude. No, I like Jubilee's new look. I like the longer hair. I think that was cool.
But the sequence when it's just pitch black and then she just puts in her
Farouk
music.
Assault, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Talk about a 90s Thank you for using a lot of 90s music. You should keep doing that. I know that right now a lot of like the 90s one-hit
I don't know how the licensing is for all that, but yes.
I was just getting to that. I know a lot of the 90s one-hit wonders, the ones who are still around because they haven't, died overdosing, like I almost did. But I know that they're probably going to be like, oh, yeah, you want to use my song.
Give me some of that cash. Give me some of that kashish.
I live in a shitty one-bedroom apartment in El Segundo, California. I need enough money to
episode
get a
2 was episode 2.
It was just X-Force.
But this episode, the ending of episode 1 when he has his arm out and then it transitions from him in the timeline where Jean and Cyclops say goodbye and go back to their time, and then it cuts to his new metal arm. I was like,
real quick, episode 2 also featured a shitload of awesome cameos from the X-Men universe. Glob Herman, Leech was in there.
Yeah.
A lot of the Morlocks. Oh my God, so much fun. So that was really, really cool. Okay, so episode 3,
probably my favorite because I fucking put that back up. I want to talk about.
Oh yeah, I
loved his design. I loved his sequences, and I loved it.
Me too. I will say, real quick, a really nice touch in episode 1 was when Wolverine was trying to use his bone claws and they snapped.
Oh yeah, and it snapped in it. He was like,
And he-
yeah. That
He was
so
clearly
good. That was awesome.
little touches like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Anyway,
Well, and I
Um,
love the fact that the pharaoh that they're fighting has tech. This is where I said,
dude,
this is when they said technology that was otherworldly. I was like, this is.
Rama fucking
Tut.
Tut.
But this is what I'm saying,
Dude.
no. But here's what I'm saying. That's what made me think it was Starjammers. Was when they said it was otherworldly tech. So I was like, is this
Okay.
how we're going to tie into Starjammers?
Also, Morph does turn into Thor.
That was that was so cool.
In
I love
episode
that.
1.
That was a
right?
good touch. Yeah. So
Back to episode 3.
this whole thing is interesting. So Xavier, Rogue, Magneto, and Beast are all stuck in ancient Egypt, which is the first
Nightcrawler.
in Nightcrawler, which is the first appearance of Apocalypse, the first mutant. So they are. This is where it's interesting. Where Magneto has such a weird, warped motivation here, which is why which is I think makes him such a fun villain and compelling because he is hanging out with Apocalypse, and Apocalypse is being like, okay, well, I clearly look different and I'm different, and you're this guy that just comes in here, randomly just teleports into my time, and all of you have something, or you like me, like there's just that weird thing, and even Professor X is like, why are you? We can't trust him. He's a villain, whatever. And he's like, yeah, but he has no reason to trust me. And he's listening to what I'm saying. Because what his whole gambit is with this is he's like, why don't you let me? Okay, you win, Charles. I won't be genocidal Magneto. What I will do is I'll try and apply your message to this guy 5,000 years before us.
What if the first mutant was Charles Xavier?
What if he's as good as you are, Charles?
Yeah.
What if he has your motivations and we could end all this shit 5,000 years in the past?
Yeah.
Which it makes sense.
Yeah, but you're still rewriting the timeline, and the
And
people
that's
that you love and care about won't be there when you get there.
That's what Charles is saying back at him. He's like, we can't. He's like, dude, without the humans' consent, the catastrophic level of change to the timeline we would cause is just immoral. We can't do that. But then Magneto's like, well, you got to let me try. And
Charles says okay.
So he's like, all right, fine, whatever. And so so then Magneto stays true to his word and helps him take down the sack the Pharaoh's area. And
pyramid
has a really cool moment where the Pharaoh comes in on an elephant and he grabs it by the tucks and like
it's Lagos,
tusks.
dude. It's not.
Fuck your
Pharaoh
face.
I mean, do you not remember how the episode ends with Pharaoh, Rama, Tut? Okay.
My bad. I'm sorry. I know you have a boner.
Fucking
I know you
dead.
have a giant erection for ancient Egypt.
That
No, it's fair because that's.
was an oral orgasm.
I'm the same way with Norse shit, man. I get it. And Greek
too.
shit. Excuse me.
Greek shit.
Oh, right into the microphone for you. A little burp.
Greek.
I just really.
We just lost 100 listeners, and we only had 50. The
I
fuck?
really like.
Don't look at the camera.
I'm afraid because I had a burp again, so it's like, wait.
So if you ever see me go like this, well, now the screen froze, but that's me burping because I'm drinking Coke.
So, yeah, there's a moment of where he's gonna behead the Pharaoh, and that's where Magneto stays true.
Lagos.
Fuck off.
The
man.
guy who's on the elephant is Rama Tut's general,
Yes.
Logos.
Because he's trying to get to, yes, you're right. And he's going to kill him. But then
Yes.
Magneto says, wait, hey, we got to show humans mercy. They got to understand mercy, man. And even though, by the way, he's Southern apparently, even though he's German. Anyway.
Hey, listen, we're here in ancient
All right,
Egypt.
man. Right. Listen,
You got to do.
you want to get to that Ramatut, you gotta not kill Lagos, brother.
Now, crack open another old Milwaukee and shut the fuck up.
Hey, If you want to see Magneto,
You better crack this.
give
video.
Lagos to Stone Cold Stunner. Give me a hell yeah.
What?
Damn it. We need the fucking soundboard.
We got. See, that's what we should. In the past, we got Magneto,
What?
Nightcrawler,
What?
Professor X,
What?
Beast,
What? Changes.
Apocalypse.
What?
What?
The tone changes each time.
What?
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 What do you
fuck
mean
did
the dang old Magneto was an angel?
Listen, the angel
the
said
third
to
episode
the Lord.
climaxes with what was his name? What's his Egyptian name?
What?
Something Sir. Or
En
Nur.
Sabanur.
En Sabanur.
En Sabanur.
It ends with him having a moment again where Magneto's trying to teach him mercy because he's
no, they find their time machine.
Oh, right.
And they're like, you fucking betrayed me.
oh, right.
Right. So that's when he actually does cut off
Yeah.
Logos' head.
Is that he was too weak. Too weak for evolution.
And they were saying, like, the stuff in his head will help us get back home. I don't give a shit.
Kill him. Cut his head off.
And Ball. His dude Ball.
Ball's
Who's got a Batman face tattoo for some fucking
He
reason?
does kind of look like Batman.
He looks exactly like the leader of the punk kids in Return of the Dark Knight.
Hey, man, what are we going to give these first?
I mean, the face, not the paint, not the.
To wrap it up, seems like all signs are point to we're finally going to get the X-Men all back into their timeline in the 90s.
Well, we have to wrap up this shit in the past. Bishop finally shows up
At the end, yeah.
So, because the big issue at the end of episode 1 or in episode 2 is that they're saying, like, well, we both left and we were both supposed to be back here at the exact same time. I think it was episode 3, actually, is how it starts off. And since they're not here, something's gone wrong and all their bands are dead. So
Which would probably lead to the whole thing with Magneto trying to teach Apocalypse and Mercy and all that shit. Probably is what caused some issues to where Bishop. So somebody probably calls him.
You're
being a real bitch up right now.
You're being a real bitch up. You know what I don't like? Is when you keep bitch up about stuff. Quit your bitch upping.
All right, everybody. I think it's time to take another quick break.
Is it time for another quick break?
We're going to finish up with some books.
Yes, we will be back in about 2 minutes.
Buying or selling a home is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make. That's why choosing the right real estate team matters. The Jenny Farrell team with RE/MAX Concepts has been helping families across the Des Moines metro find the right home since 1998. Born and raised right here in the community, Jenny understands the neighborhoods, the market, and what truly makes a house feel like home. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading your space, or preparing to sell, the Jenny Farrell team provides expert guidance every step of the way, from market analysis and listings to negotiations and closing. Their consultative approach means you'll feel confident, informed, and supported throughout the entire process. Jenny Farrell Team, RE/MAX Concepts. Call or text 515-779-7500. Visit jenniferfarrell.remax.com. Experience you can trust. Results you can move into.
Whiskey lovers, get ready for the ultimate experience at Whiskey Fest 2026. From exclusive tastings and live music to unforgettable networking and premium pours, this is the can't-miss whiskey event of the year. Kick things off Thursday, October 1st with the Women in Whiskey Dinner at River Center DSM. Then Friday night, October 2nd, enjoy the VIP whiskey tasting event at the Meridian in West Des Moines. The celebration wraps up Saturday, October 3rd with the whiskey tasting main event featuring incredible brands, bold flavors, VIP early entry, and more. To top it off, Old Man Strength will be broadcasting live Friday night from the VIP event. Raise your glass and join the experience at Whiskey Fest 2026.
Hey,
What?
we're back.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Oh,
Oh,
that's what I was asking. What did you just say?
What did you say?
What the fuck did you? I could write a book about what you don't know.
Thanks, Jared Leto.
That's Skeletor.
I mean, Skeletor. I'm sure someone's mad in the chat.
You?
This is the first book. Look at that. I can kind of get the
It's
day.
frozen.
Green Arrow, number 2. Absolute. By the way, all the books tonight are absolute books. So absolute Green Arrow number.
They're not kind of books. They're absolute books. Hey, this is Dennis
Hey, babe.
Miller
Hey,
doing
babe.
Monday Night Football, babe. That kind of coverage, you haven't seen a defense like that since the Romans.
So the last.
I don't know what that was. I just fuck Dennis Miller. Just he's getting a drive-by.
We're gonna move right past it.
Dennis Miller's like, what the fuck
So,
did I do?
So absolute Green Arrow number 1 is dealing with this serial killer that's killing billionaires related to or tied to Oliver Queen and his Green Arrows app that was supposed to like help people get onto the stock market.
What an original idea for a story.
And it ended with this kid that had these eyeballs sewn onto his body.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck were you into, Ollie? It was kind of like what was
Yeah.
happening. And then this issue opens with Dina, her, which by the way, Dina Slade, she's doing like bodyguard work and stuff like that. She dated Oliver for a time, and she has, kind of a nightmare essentially, and she wakes up from it. There's a big splash page, and I'm gonna put it in here in the studio. But there's this really cool splash page because we're doing video stuff now. I can share it with you video wise. But there's this really cool page of like her having memories of what happened in the previous issue, but it also being in like these like jigsaw puzzle pieces. And it's really, yeah, you could just put it up now, but it's got like really cool, yeah. Just kind of going through the memories, and it just shows you like something I've noticed a lot with these absolute books, and
they really play with
like paneling,
what you can do
on
with
a page,
the fucking comic page. Look, comic books when they started off, and I'm going to put this back up here for a second because
it might be hard to look. We're still getting used to the formatting on how this
we'll
stuff
kind of
looks,
figure out how we can put ourselves on either side or anyway. But if you see these puzzle pieces, and then you see the character in the foreground and everything. Look, most comic books for the longest time were 9 panels, 3.
Yeah,
and that's like it. Because
when you look at Watchmen and like how deliberate its 9-panel style is like
right.
Yeah, it's very much how those comics were. Yeah.
Now that's a different thing.
And then I don't have an image saved of this, but like another example of that, like the next page, there's cell phone. They did this in the last issue where like when they conduct information through a cell phone, they're actually paneled like a cell phone would look. And like, again, finding ways to create art that looks 3-dimensional and looks believable in a world on a 2-dimensional plane is why we love looking at comics. And like, again, I think consistently, all of the absolute books do that.
The more you play with the space you're given, and the more that you say, I'm not limited by shit. Okay, so I don't know if you know this, but I'm a musician. I'm the Amazing T-Bird, and I try really hard not to limit myself. Now, do I?
Oh, by the way, Absolute Green Lantern or Green Arrow, excuse me, is you want to try and guess those?
Yeah, I got them. We got.
I don't want to butcher their name.
Pornsock Pichetshote. Raphael is the writer. Raphael Albuquerque is the artist, and Marcelo Maiolo colors.
The art looks great, I think, in this book.
as we already showed with that like jigsaw paneling with like her memories. But so this is her. She's keeping she's back to working with Hammond because she needs to follow the leads because she's just trying to figure out what happened to Oliver and trying to piece all this Green Arrow shit together. So then we get a flashback. Is my mic on?
Was it? You okay?
Thought I heard feedback. Thought I heard myself.
Yeah, feedback of us being fucking awesome.
But it goes back to what they talked about with the one dude being a creep and like getting drunk and messaging underage girls. And Oliver's like, let me talk to him. And she's like, what the fuck do you need to talk to him about other than kicking him out of your fucking company?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I just need you guys to work together for the update. And I just need the update. Blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, no, fuck off. I'm not doing that because why would you work with this fucking creep?
Yeah.
So yeah, the update didn't go through as planned. This is all happening as who is the woman she's talking to? I can't remember her name. Dina is fighting with her in the ring, and they're like kickboxing.
Oh, it's some rich.
She was the one that was supposed to do the update on their app.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then we find out that Oliver had a bastard son at a young age, and that's the lead that Dina finds. Yeah, what's his name? Tyler, what's his name?
Isn't it Roy? Isn't it Stevie?
Connor Hawk? No, Roy Harper is a different dude. He's digging up Oliver's grave by the end of this. So she goes into this house where Connor Hawk is hanging out.
This is so
Oliver stored a
lantern to me.
Oliver stored a bunch of money away for his son.
Yeah.
And he's trying to, collect it at the safe house, but these bodyguards are killed by the Green Arrow. And he's just like, you know what? You better fucking your days are numbered, Dina. Also, Green Arrow ricochets his arrow and kills Connor Hawk. So that's the end of Oliver Queen's bastard son, and then we find out that Roy Harper is digging up Oliver Queen's grave. I enjoy the book just because I think it's interesting to have a Green Arrow book with Oliver Queen being dead. I don't think Oliver's dead. I
don't either.
I think he's faking his death or there's something.
But get to it.
It's only the second issue, baby.
I don't fucking care.
What do you give it? What do you give issue number 2 of Absolute?
I don't know if I'm gonna buy 3.
You just didn't
I
like
will
it?
just for you because you like it. I don't want you to not know how it turns
out.
Hey
man, if you don't want to read it, you don't need to read it.
It's a 6-issue miniseries.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to give up on it, but look, they gave previews a couple months out. I already know Oliver Queen is dead in the books. Okay, maybe he's not. But is that the whole thing that you're basing this shit off of? That your main character, that's the big difference between the regular comics, is that he's maybe a ghost or he faked his own death.
I don't know, man. I just don't know.
I just think sometimes comic book writers start smelling their own farts.
I have enjoyed it, but it wasn't as I thought that first issue was really good, and that's kind of the deal with comics is that first issue has to be really, really solid to get people back interested, get people interested to get a number 2.
If I was more invested in the Oliver Queen, look, here's the other thing. You're trying to do a mind job on this what they're doing in Absolute Batman, which we'll get to last.
Yeah.
But what they're doing in Absolute Batman with the Bat family, as it were, is really, really cool because everybody knows the fucking Bat family because everybody knows Batman. Hey, nobody fucking really knows Green Arrow. And besides, who gives a shit? The best thing that Green Arrow ever did was in Dark Knight Returns. That's the best thing ever. The rest of it is, I'm a dude and I shoot arrows really fucking fast. Also, did you see how I can get my beard to grow like a little whip, whip? That's my other superpower. Also, I'm rich.
I can write a
another
book.
fucking
Can we
rich
move on?
D's.
I could write a book about what you don't
You
know.
don't know.
Absolute soup. Oh, shit.
Oh, son of a bitch! Tell me when it comes back.
There you go. Yeah. I knew you had to know that was going to happen at some point.
Destroyed us all. We're all
So
we're all dead.
Absolute Superman number 20 by Jason Aaron. Jason Aaron and Rafa Sandoval, I believe.
So, I will say this: the guy who was the artist during the Parasite
Rafa Sandoval
thing, I liked his art a lot. When Hawkman was introduced, that it was like a 3-issue arc. I liked that artist. Now, Rafa Sandoval has been the lead artist for most of Absolute Superman's run. I do like his art, but if I was given the choice between Rafa Sandoval and the other guy, I can't remember his name. I would take the other guy. I liked the other guy's style more and his line work better, but I cannot deny that Rafa Sandoval has really good. He has good visual instincts. So I can't. He introduced. I mean, he's the guy. He's been the guy, right?
So,
kind of like Nick Dragata.
yeah.
I kind of had to
Nick
reconcile.
Dragata's been with the book.
You kind of have
pretty
to
much every
lean
issue.
into Dragata's style. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that when we get to Absolute Batman. We're on Absolute Superman.
This
what number
is
again?
20.
20.
This is continuing where number 19 left off, where
Teth Adam is
King
going nuts.
Shazam broke free
King Shazam. Yeah, it's a
from
cooler name.
his containment at Luthor Corps or Lazarus
And
Corps.
basically,
and
yeah.
So it's Steel, Superman, and then Hawkman trying to fight King Shazam, who's getting stronger the more they fight him because he's got 3,000 years of pent up rage. So this I think doubles down on the idea more that you and I have been talking about, where we need an Absolute Hawkman book, because there's so much more going on here. Because we start the book with him having a flashback, talking with Talia leading up to this point, and her being like, "You had a chance to kill him. Why didn't you?" And he's just because, and he keeps talking about it.
I can't explain it to you. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we cut to the fight between the three of them, where we left it with 19, where they're all trying to be like, "Hey, please stop, because this is going to be a huge fight, and this is going to be a huge deal, and so can we not do this?" And of course, King Shazam says, "Fuck that, we're going to fight." So the three of them kind of brawl it out, and there's a really cool shot where you see Hawkman and you see Steel can fly because he's got like these grav boots,
boot jets.
So he's flying up with them, and then Superman, like all three of them are kind of just flying up together. But then it leads to this really cool splash page again, where you see Hawkman and Steel, and just again characters that you didn't normally think you would see in this universe interacting. Like, I didn't expect to see Hawkman this involved with Superman at all.
Me neither.
But yeah, I was gonna drop it in here because there's another really cool image I shared where it was like it's a 2-page splash of just again Steel and Hawkman being next to each other, and then next to that you're seeing
it's so neat.
Superman. Yeah. But this is where it was really cool, because this is where Hawkman is saying that, like, he's saying in Indonesia the thunder god is allowed as registered as a 6.3 on their earthquake scale. Record numbers of tornadoes ripped their way across Australia. Jet black twisters full of magic sand that could render carbon steel to mist in a matter of seconds, but not a soul died. Flights were grounded across half the planet as black hailstone the size of Subarus turned a dozen planes to wingless anvils, and they landed safely. Said multiple
Yes.
satellites were knocked off in orbit. Officials suspected some sort of 1,000-year solar superstorm, but no, it was just me and the boys having the biggest slam bang fucking slam bang, I don't know, shit of a fist fight. But what was the part where he said, this is the part. It goes, I saw Superman take hits that were like a face full of atom bomb and keep coming. Maybe it was the thin air or all the head trauma, but for a second up there, I started to believe the craziest thing.
Yeah.
I believed we could win. And like this whole issue is Hawkman's perspective again, being like, I was wrong about this kid.
Mhm.
This kid
Continually
is the real fucking
proves
deal.
me wrong. Here's the
This
thing.
kid is good. Like
In that you kind of I passed over when I was reading the book, and it kind of hit me that I was like, that's weird. But all of these fucking planes were grounded, and like all of these, hailstorms the size of Subarus, and nobody died.
yeah.
Why is nobody dying? It's because a little bit later in the issue, we find out that during this whole fight, while he has been getting his ass kicked and giving everything back as much as he can to King Shazam, which is Black Adam, by the way. I know what. He's been like the first time Hawkman met him, and he kept running off to like go save people and shit.
Yeah.
So the whole time he's so fast.
Here's the way I see it. Yeah, here's the way I see it. He takes the hit, gets knocked back by King Shazam. He goes, okay, while I'm falling back, these other two are going to come in and try and hit him. So then that gives me time to go.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's so fucking smart. It's so fucking fun. And
it's crazy.
I love that.
It's good.
And then
so good.
This whole time, by the way, Hawkman has been talking shit to King Shazam and just talking because he can speak ancient Egyptian tongue. Because he was the one who found the tomb all those years ago. Which again, give me a fucking Hawkman book, man.
Yeah, man.
Shit, I'll take an absolute King Shazam book. I don't know what.
Give me a 6-issue miniseries of Hawkman, absolute Hawkman kicking the absolute shit out of Nazis.
Anyway. Here's my favorite part of the book.
That'd be a cool book.
He goes, I hate to be the one to break it to you, pal, but that prophecy, because King Shazam is like, I'm prophesized to be this leader. And they keep talking. Also, he talks about Hawkman. Hawkman is also talking about what they've talked about previously in the book, where he's like,
exactly
hey, man, hey, man, we get it. You ended slavery in 8 days. You could have done all these things. And da, 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 da. But he's also saying that, like, this whole prophecy where you think you're the chosen one. This is where Hawkman finally says it out loud, where he says that prophecy ain't for you. It's for him.
Yeah.
Because everything you think you are, he is. And he's better than you. And then Shazam gets pissed and says,
what about the guy who's going to save the world with the power of the sky and the dust of his home on his back?
It's him!
That was never. While your powers have been wreaking havoc across the planet, he's the one who's been flying around making sure nobody dies.
Can I just fucking say right now, if The Rock had Jason Aaron write this kind of script for him where he fights Superman, I would watch that.
Dude, and then fucking Parasite comes in and he rips apart Parasite.
Oh, so by the way, continuing the coolness of Superman, of it paying off him
Us bite just a little.
Him being a good,
also maybe
being a good person and not killing Parasite, and he used him in this fight. So that was really cool. But by the way, when he was saying that, like, oh well, if he's the chosen one, how could I do this? Shazam creates a lightning bolt and stabs him with it. He tries to fly away at some point, and then his fucking Superman's cape grabs him and pulls him back. So the fight ends. Or the last few pages is really cool, dude. And this is where I was like, God damn, Jason Aaron, keep writing this shit, please.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the end, there's a moment where Hawkman just looks up to Superman and goes, take my mace. And he goes, this is nth metal.
Nth metal.
Whatever the fuck. Shut up. I'm just kidding, you're right. I'm sorry. I get so defensive. It's nth metal.
Yeah, fuck you.
Hey, man, you're right. And then Steel says the same thing. He's like, take my hammer.
No, but this is even cooler. Don't know about nth metal, but I made Viola here
Yeah.
out of pure Prometheum.
So then,
powered by a miniaturized neutron star in its head. How fucking cool is that? And he's just a dude like in a suit.
yeah. So then the next moment that's just like, this book is just fucking insane. So then Superman takes them and then just fucking launches Black Adam, or sorry, King Shazam, into the stratosphere. Pretty much, he launches him onto the moon. And I got the picture. I put it in the chat or in the studio because like he hits him on the moon, and then
so
there's what?
He returns to Metropolis to where Ra's al was.
Yeah.
And the father box attacks him.
Right. That's and then that's what takes him to the moon.
But
So-
yeah, and Superman follows him, like you can
dude,
see.
They
in
land
the
on the
page there.
moon, and he says, "You can't breathe here, but you got enough air in your super lungs to keep."
You're
there's-
not leaving here
and
until you say the magic word.
But in that final shot. So here's this image too, where he hits him, because I love that when he shows up and he just says, "Yeah, you're gonna need to hold your breath, or because I'm about to beat the shit out of you."
Yeah.
And then the last page, is.
Did you put that in there too?
Is probably the coolest shit. Yeah, I think that's the one I just loaded in.
Oh, no, nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That
what the fuck?
That image is where I'm like, this dude can
what?
write this book forever.
Awesome.
Who would have thought I would have wanted to
That's
see that?
so
where
fucking
Superman
cool.
is holding
Look,
Steel's
man.
hammer and fucking the mace of Hawkman.
Are you talking to the mic? Okay.
Wait, what? Yeah. No, A. Give this book an A. Buddy.
Sorry, you got way away from the mic and you didn't.
Whatever, dude. It's an A. Can you hear me now?
Fucker.
Yeah,
it's an A.
I love this.
It's an A. Yeah, absolute Superman. Holy fuck, we got 2 more books, dude. Jesus Christ. Woo, a lot of books.
Absolute Wonder Woman, number 21.
Number 21.
So she is now back in hell because of her deal with Hades. So she is learning to live back on there. She's again back into her ways of like protecting the creatures that she can. This one is called Friends and Neighbors, written by Kelly Thompson. New artist this time around, Dylan Snook, who is good, but I think I liked Hayden Sherman a little bit more.
I think they give, honestly, these absolute books have been really good about giving their artists breaks.
Yeah.
Again, I am still slightly ticked about the filler issue from Absolute Batman. But
so the most of this issue is dealing with Barbara embracing becoming Cheetah. Is essentially
which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah. So she's in this whole sequence is weird. So she's in the cell at Area 41 with the first Cheetah, who's dead, but is still just laying there. That's it. And then we hear a voice, and it starts to talk to her. And she goes, "What's going on?" And it's like, oh, the reason that she still seems fresh is because Cheetah is being possessed by some demon, some entity. We don't know what. And that's what turned her into Cheetah. And
I know who you are.
Yeah. And Barbara just goes, she's like, okay, it's possession. She goes, it's the blood, isn't it? I can't trust any answers you'll give me. I have to see it for myself. Still wet, which, as bizarre as the body not decomposing, I've been here at least 3 days. So she puts it on her
and
tongue.
then boom.
So then she sees what happened to Priscilla, the first host. And I love how this is written. Oh my god, the cheetah is like totally my spirit animal. Like, I'm a cheetah, guys. Like, that's how she's written, which is really funny. But it's actually kind of sad because then
because she develops a disease.
This possession slowly turns her. Where she is trying to resist it, but it's also killing her. Like, or her body is trying to
Reject it.
the mutation into cheetah.
Mm.
But she is convinced by oh god, what
Do you want me to read it?
well, I'm trying to figure out the woman who's formed all this shit at Area 41. Who formed the Suicide Squad and everything. I can't think of her name.
Kane. Donna.
Yeah.
I am Urs Cartaga.
Anyway, so she kind of learns more about Priscilla, and then eventually
Kale.
Priscilla turns
Veronica Kale.
Veronica Kale. Okay, thanks. She eventually turns into Cheetah, and then that's what leads to what we know what happened to her with Wonder Woman. And it is kind of sad because I appreciate how it kept with the theme of how Barbara becomes Cheetah in the main continuity of like that idea of like she just wanted to be like Diana and be noticed by Diana, where it's like it's kind of the similar thing here, but in a different way, where she knew her, she was friends with her, and she kind of felt abandoned by her, even though we know that's not the case, because then we cut back to the underworld and Diana is like trying to get answers of like
she's trying to get answers of
because
who's
then she
hunting
say
all
like
these
I'm back
creatures.
earlier than I should be, like who fucking caused this, because I should not be back right now. And
So she goes after the Manticore.
she fights the Manticore to get to the answer she needs. And then the issue ends with her finally coming face to face with Hecate and realizing that she was the one who brought her back. So now she's trying to figure out why. And that's what we'll find out. But she does
I will never forgive you
Yes.
for this if she dies. Cersei or Barbara. Either of them.
Yeah. Again, solid A across. This is the rare situation where we got to do these three books all at once like this. But we stop doing it, man. Why? Why do you do it? No, I'm just kidding. A, what do you say? What's your grade?
A.
I would agree. But I'm glad, again, that we got to read these three books that we talked so highly
if you're
of.
gonna browbeat me, that's what the fucking private chat is for. You don't just say it
Should I
right
type
in the
you're a-
fucking screen.
you're a
We're
little-
actually live.
You're a little bitch.
Yeah, that's fine. You're a fuckface. You're a little bitch. Whatever. But
I think I just doubled down on being angry at you for no reason. I don't know why, but I think I just did. I just made that.
I'm a
mistake.
beautiful human being, man. I gotta fly. I'm a peacock. Oh, quit! Will you quit that doing that?
You quit it. That's what you were doing.
Absolutely. Is that what you were? Are you trying to show me what I was doing, or are you actually like trying to do what I was doing because you're an asshole and you realize that we kind of have to do that sometimes?
I was just fucking with you. Is really what I was doing.
Wait for an
Absolute.
answer.
Both. Absolute Batman number 21, written by Scott Snyder, drawn by Nick Dragata.
Last we saw, Bruce is
he
caught by all the Robins.
All the Robins got him, and he
they're
just
like,
says,
"Just
"Fuck it."
Batman, just surrender." And he's like, "Fuck you guys."
Similar to how I felt reading the other two Absolute books. This one had another moment where I was just like I thought with Kelly Thompson, with Jason Aaron, write these characters forever, especially Scott Snyder. So as this happens, I got the double page pulled up here because this one I was like, oh fuck yeah.
Got another one coming over.
Again, Bruce is like you can't look at this and not be like, oh my god. So he takes the cape, he wraps it around, creates this big fucking.
And he's got the axe.
He's got the axe tied in there.
Fuck yeah.
I just like that image is like that double page splash is the reason why this series is so popular and why there's going to be an animated show. Why this, and you and I have said, is probably the most compelling Batman has been in a long time, is like shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, man, you got to be. And that is like we're not even that far into the book. That's like third and fourth page. Like we're just like boom, because this book is just him fighting them. That's really all it is. And Alfred references it because his references are like he has nothing to lose at this point because Batman is fighting like a lunatic in this. He just goes at him, and I think it's funny because it catches the Robins off guard. They did not expect him.
No,
to just
they did
face
not
them
expect the ferocity and like he's not giving a shit.
Again, what makes this book good is the fact that Scott Snyder understands that Batman is fucking crazy. You have to be. What? Most people go to therapy. This man dresses up as a bat. All I'm saying, my dad's dead. You don't see me dressing up as far as you know, as a bat, being a vigilante, Bruce. And you got the money for therapy, Bruce. Maybe that's why I'm so pissed.
You could hire a therapist for every hour of the day, Monday through Friday, 8-hour days. And they would all be different therapists, and you can still afford it, even with insurance, which is a big fucking scam.
So, despite his furiosity, Bruce starts to get outnumbered, and so then he calls in his help. Also, they shoot off some EMPs to scramble his communications.
Yeah.
Also, Slade mentions that he has a history with Alfred, so that's pretty cool. I like where we're teasing with that. So that's happening.
Teasing me
as they're fighting. Yeah, Harley Quinn sends in the bats, and so you're wondering when it's anytime you have Batman, at some point you got to throw in the swarm of bats. How does Scott Snyder make it different? They're not bats. They're drones with little bat heads on them. I fucking love it because it plays into the anarchist kind of character they're building.
They basically go and rescue
Harley,
this gigantic fucking Batman.
If we didn't already have skyscraper-sized Bane and him driving an elevator shaft, I'm with you on this. Where I'm like, you're gonna tell me this giant man is being carried by a tiny ass fucking drone all the way back to his hideout.
Yeah, but it's a bunch of tiny ass drones.
Yeah, but it's just the one carrying him. I actually dropped it in the
oh, did you?
In the thing. Because it's like, I mean, look at it. Come on, dude. This big ass being carried by this tiny little
bottom right there. Yeah. That's fucking funny. Yeah, but
so then we cut back to the Flash.
I've suspended the fuck out of my disbelief for this book, and there's a reason for it because it's awesome.
Yeah,
and the more you lean into it, the more it's like
we get a flashback with Gordon, and they say, "Hey, Bruce, the debt's been paid off. You don't need to do this." And he's like, "Well, now I got to still keep working for Falcone to pay off my friends because I want to be a dad to them. Like I got to do this. I need because it plays into Bruce being like, no, this is my punishment for doing this, so I'm gonna do it." We cut to the funeral for Jim Gordon.
Sorry, I got back in.
Barbara Gordon gives a really nice speech. At this point, they keep pushing, and there's a bunch of civilians, and Slade wants him to keep going after Batman, and Dick Grayson is the one that says, "Fuck that! This is not what I signed up for."
Yeah.
Jason and Dick and the other Robins are at the funeral, giving their condolences. Then we cut back to the Bat Friends, who are now the Rogues. They're all pretty much being like, "Yeah, I'm not who I was anymore. We're monsters now." And
dude,
Croc is like, "We're not monsters."
When who is it? Takes the fucking talisman off of him just enough for him to change back.
It was
who is it? Is it Cobblepot? Is it fucking Penguin?
Yeah,
Penguin's a fucking dick.
He sticks.
If
the
you
cane
remember
into
what happened to him,
And then Two-Face talks about how he wanted to gun down this Victor Zsasz, because Zsasz got out because Dent worked with Batman. So he was talking about shooting him. Again, I love Two-Face's design. I love the blue skin and the weird fucking long hair and I love it. And then the issue ends with Jack Grimm, the Joker, finally meeting his Batman. And he said, "Yes, I'm the man who made you, but back then you were just meant to be this funny side project, a footnote. But what you've become, I love it." And it's the classic Joker thing of like, and he goes like, aren't you like, he's like, boo, because he tries to scare him and he turns into like the demon form or whatever and almost knocks him off and he laughs. He finally laughs.
Yeah.
And then he catches him and he goes, not yet. Not yet. And I love that Joker already in this series. And again, we do the thing of like, how can you make this stuff the same but different? Make him a weird demon thing. And then when it comes out, he just giggles and gets excited and just goes, oh, no. When we fight, we're going to make it a spectacle. Like, like normal Joker would. I just love that shit. Man.
Yeah, but what about the last page? Is that Clayface?
Yes, that is 100%. And when he says, I'm building another Batman, it's like, oh.
What does it say in that thing?
Yeah, because he goes, not until
the computer readout.
Fucking getting there, man. I can't help it. The bit keeps coming back to me. Not until you see the full, you reach the full potential. And then, it says level 246, Arc M, transmutation and plasticity.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear one thing, I say today, let it be this: Batman isn't yours to end. He's mine, and he's just getting started. And then you see Clayface's bat cowls start to be formed. It's fucking cool, man. So good.
Pretty cool.
Again, banger after banger after banger, consistently every fucking issue. These 3 books, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they keep doing it, and we have it. We already now we know because of solicitations and like teasers and everything. We know that Barbara is going to be coming in as the Bat. So how she's going to play into this? So maybe it's a whole thing with her fighting the Robins because she makes it pretty clear that like she appreciates them giving their condolences, but she's also like,
there's that whole thing.
My dad still wouldn't have fucking liked the idea of Jack Grimm having his own little private hit squad. That's publicly funded. That'd be crazy. That'd be super crazy if that ever happened in America, right? Be crazy.
All right, so one more commercial, and then we'll come back.
We'll wrap it up.
I think an A across the board on Absolute Batman number
A again.
20?
Loved every one of them. This might be one of our longer episodes. We're going to be
20?
close to 2 hours.
20?
We were last week, too.
Yeah.
21.
Okay.
By the way. The only one that was 20 was Superman, I think. Wonder Woman and Batman were both 21.
Oh, cool. That's weird. Oh, yeah, Superman came out
Superman
last.
was the 3rd one, yeah.
All right, so we'll be right back after this.
What happens when Iowa grain meets world-class craftsmanship? At Revelton Distilling Company, every bottle begins right here in the heartland. From locally sourced Iowa corn and rye to the final pour, our grain-to-glass process ensures exceptional quality in every sip. Whether you're enjoying our award-winning mulberry gin, smooth honey whiskey, or rich whiskey and cream liqueur, you're tasting the best of Iowa in every bottle. And now, Revelton can ship directly to 48 states across the country. Visit reveltondistillery.com and have Iowa's finest delivered right to your door.
And that's going to wrap it up for us this week.
That's how you're going to end it?
What?
Yeah, a little more energy than that. Well, that's how we're wrapping it up. What do you think about that? Do you like it?
It's way better.
Sure. See, that tone makes me think that you're full of shit. You don't really believe that. You're just saying that to appease me.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been really mean this episode.
It's true.
So,
I had,
So.
Hey, you know what? Call me Mia, and here's my culpa.
You're nuts. No, we're still kind of figuring this out. We got to get the soundboard in because the soundboard really makes our show really good.
Really? You don't think we can carry it by ourselves?
Yeah, but I
you're right, dude. I'm a little peeved that I haven't figured that out yet.
Look, we can do. Look. See, I did do.
Listen here, Buckle.
Look here, Buckle. This is Jesse Ventura.
Hold on, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
See, you should be doing Jesse. You do Jesse better.
I don't know about. It's hard to see.
You know, backstage at the WWE. Right? No. I love how sometimes every once in a while our video will freeze. And one of them was just now when I was doing, and I was like,
That's a thumbnail.
Like, what is Tyler doing?
Anyway, thanks for sticking around with us. If you were here live,
Totally just
we
walked past-
appreciate.
You just walked past it.
We can pretend it didn't happen. Thanks for joining us. If you were here with us live, if you listened to us any other time, go fuck. No, I'm just kidding. No, however you watch us or listen to us, thank you so much. Thanks again to Three Beards.
Yes.
For bringing us on. And
Thank you, and you'll catch us unless there's something comes up, which usually won't, but every Thursday at 8:30, I think is going to be.
I don't think we got another movie until another movie in theaters.
Well,
until
now
Spider-Man.
No, but that's the end of the month, right?
Yeah.
No, do we have? Is there another one coming out? God, we suck. Let's do this on the air.
As we're wrapping up the show. No, I mean honestly, I think the only other movie that we've talked about was Spider-Man.
Doomsday at the end of the year.
Dune. Well,
Dune.
hey, it's Avengers Doomsday because hey, listen here, Bucko. Because
they're coming out the same day.
Now hold on, dude. Now here's the problem, brother.
What?
Because now you got Avengers, dude, and Avengers Doomsday, right? But on the
What?
same day, dude, you
What?
got Avengers, or you got Dune Part 3, brother.
What?
Which is actually the second book, Dune Messiah, dude. And I know because I helped Frank Herbert write it. Hulk Hogan did. I did. And the world lost another Hulkamaniac.
I am a real.
I was really running that
American.
bit the way I did so we could hit 2 hours. That's really why I did it.
Actually, the longer we've been going over 2 hours, like our viewers are steadily increasing. I kind of want to just stay on until we make it to 70. I'm
Really?
just kidding. No, I'm tired.
We at 69?
Not yet, dude. But we'll get to 69 eventually, bro.
Oh, wait, don't do that.
Wow. Please play the intro. Play the fucking intro. How do we play this?
I don't know you.
What the fuck? Oh, we gotta end the stream. Play outro and end stream. Yeah, cover your fucking face. Fucking shame.
I did nothing wrong.
We'll see you next week. Jesus.